Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joanna and as you can see today I will tell you a little bit more about new board game proposition for 2 to 4 players, Hood Troubles in Sherwood by a Phalanx publisher, so I invite you to my video.
Robin Hood and his merry men are represented by a green 2-part player board. Place it in front of you. Take 6 camp tokens. 1 of them should be placed in the city of Sherwood. The remaining 5, with the tent symbol visible, are distributed on your player board on the row marked spaces. Below that, you will find the fame track. Place your fame mark at the beginning. Next to your board, prepare 5 revealed hideout upgrade tiles. Robin Hood also has his own deck of benefit cards. At the start of the game, draw a card with a green start icon visible in a corner of the card. Finally, place your Merry Men meeples next to your player board. 4 of them will deploy to the main map during setup, and 2 will remain on your board. Now take 2 coins from the general supply and draw 3 fate cards from the shuffle deck on the main board. Setting up the Sheriff of Nottingham is quickly and easy. Place the Sheriff's player board in front of you. On it, you will find Recruitment Office. Place 4 guard meeples there, 1 of each space. 3 additional guards from your supply will later be played on the main board during setup. Now place 1 proclamation token in the city of Clifton. Keep the remaining tokens next to your player board. Also, prepare 6 decrease tiles face up. You will use them during the game. Finally, take 2 coins from the general supply and draw 3 fate cards. Now let's set up the Bishop. Place the Bishop's player board in front of you. All construction and building tiles are also placed nearby. 2 of these tiles have Inquisitor's icons, so place 2 Inquisitor's meeples there. 4 pilgrims will be placed on the map during setup, which I will show you in a moment. The Bishop starts with 3 coins and draw 3 fate cards from the shuffle deck on the main board. What exactly can the Bishop do to win? I will explain that soon, but first let's move to the next faction. The French nobility use the blue player board. Place it in front of you. On it, arrange 4 forts tiles so that the numbers of them match those printed on your board. Keep the remaining 2 forts tiles beside your board. Also, place 4 revealed upgrade tiles nearby. The nobility also have tile titles. Shuffle all 6 with their point sides face up, form a stack, and draw 2 from the top. You may keep or flip them during the game, but more on that later. Next to your board, place 3 knight meeples and 3 spy meeples, 2 of which will soon be deployed on the main map during setup. Finally, draw 3 fate cards and take 2 coins. The game Hood Troubles in Sherwood ends when any player reaches 25 victory points. So how do you earn points? You gain 1 point for each battle you win. Additionally, for every 3 gold coins collected in your ransom bag on the main board, you gain 1 point during the King Richard phase. Some fate cards also provide victory points, and each faction has its own unique way of earning them, which I will explain in detail in a moment. In the center of map is Nottingham. The icon showing a golden wagon and blue boat indicates that this city lies in 2 different trade roads. The Royal Trade Road, marked with a gold icon, being in the city of Grantham. The road continues across the map, following the direction of the golden arrows, all the way to Alverton. The River Trade Road, marked with a blue icon, being in the city of Derby. Place the blue token with a ship symbol there. The road flows along the river, following the blue arrows until it reaches Taxford in the upper right corner of the map. Remember, Nottingham is the only location where battles cannot take place. Okay, so now that you know the components of the 5 different factions in board game Hood Troubles in Sherwood, so let's prepare the main game board. Place 2 pilgrim in Derby and 2 in Grantham. Along the river above Derby is Shardlow. Place there one spy from the French nobility and one companion from Robin Hood's faction. Move to Overton. Here, place one guard from the Sheriff of Nottingham faction. Below Nottingham is Bingham. Place one merryman, so one green meeple. To the right, in Staton, place one guard from the Sheriff, and above Southwell, place one guard, a spy, and one merryman from Robin Hood. Finally, add one more green meeple, companion Robin Hood, to Sleaford. In every other location with any meeples, place one gold coin. Now shuffle the deck of 60 fate cards and place it face down on the designated spot at the bottom of the map. The gameplay in Hood Troubles in Sherwood is divided into rounds. Each player takes turns consisting of 5 phases. First, start of turn. 2. Actions. The player may perform 3 actions in any order and may repeat the same one multiple times. 3. Development phase, unique for each faction. 4. Ransom phase. And 5. Income phase. Additionally, from time to time, you will resolve the King Richard phase. This happens when players collectively reach a specific number of gold coins in their ransom bags, depending on the number of players. For example, 9 gold in a 2-player game, 12 golds in a 3-player game, and 16 gold in a 4-player game. When that total is reached, the King Richard phase begins. Each player who has at least 3 gold coins in their ransom bag gains 1 victory point. The player who triggered this phase gains 1 additional victory point. After that, every player resolves the special effects related to their faction for the King Richard phase. Finally, all gold is removed from the ransom bags, and when players gather the required total again, this phase will repeat. Now let's take a closer look at the Robin Hood faction and see what this green outlaw and his merry band can do during their turn. Robin Hood can perform 3 types of actions: movement, trade, and robbery. Movement allows you to move up to 3 merryman's meeples to an adjacent area. You can move between forest areas and hideouts marked with the outlaw icon. The trade action can be performed when one of your unit is in a location with a merchant. Move the merchant token along its trade route, following the arrows, to an adjacent area and gain 1 gold. But instead of trading with merchants, you can rob them. That's what the robbery action is for. So, if one of your merry men is in a location with a merchant, you may initiate a battle. During battle, you can play fate cards. But remember, effects that target other players cannot affect merchants. Combat against a merchant is resolved like any other battle, except the merchant has a fixed strength of 2 and never plays fate cards. Instead, before battle, reveal the top card of the fate deck. The merchant adds that card's strength value to their total. Each of your merry men has strength 1. You win if your total strength exceeds the merchant's. If you win, you gain 4 gold coins and move the merchant token 2 spaces along its trade route. If you lose, remove your defeated meeples from the map. Important, you never gain victory points from defeating a merchant, even if the card effect suggests otherwise. Ignore that effect. The giving to the poor action allow you to place 1 gold coin in each location when you have a unit. The number of units doesn't matter. You can place only 1 coin per location. However, you cannot place coins in location that contains your own camp nor in Nottingham. After doing so, move your fame marker 1 space forward on your fame track and gains all bonuses you pass along the way. So this may include drawing 1 fate card to your hand, placing a new camp token on the map, or gaining an extra income card. Every time you place a new camp token on the map, refill the empty fame track space from which the token was taken by placing there a new hideout upgrade tile. You may choose any available tile and its effect becomes active immediately. In the ransom phase, place 5 gold coins into your ransom bag on the main board, under your factions icon. In the income phase, draw 1 fate card. At the end of your turn, you cannot hold more than 5 cards in hand, so discard any extras. Now, what happens to Robin Hood during the King Richard phase? He may take back into his hand all previously played and discarded extra income cards. Additionally, if you have managed to collect 7 gold coins in your ransom bag on the main board, move your fame marker on 1 space forward and apply any bonuses you pass along the way. A few words about combat in a board game Hood, Troubles in Sherwood. When units of opposing factions, except for spies, pilgrim or knights, enter the same region, a battle immediately begins. Players can play cards from their hands, for example cards with before battle effects, to increase their attack strength. In this example, the Merry Men's attack in the forest area, and since they are from Robin Hood's faction, so they gain +2 to their strength. The opposing player may instead roll the die instead of playing a card. Here, the roll adds 1 to the Sheriff's Guard strength. Fate cards may have effects that apply during or after battle, as well as a sword symbol indicating their power value. The opponent rolls again, so the Sheriff's Guard has been strength 2 +2 from the die for a total of 4. The Merrymen's attack with 2 units, 1 strength each, so 2 total, +2 from a card and 1 for fighting in their camp. The Sheriff's Guard is defeated and removed from the board. The winner player may now resolve the after-battle effect from their card. For the Sheriff of Nottingham, holding his position is both passion and duty. He earns a steady flow of victory points for maintaining control over territories. When he captures outlaws in key regions, he doesn't just defeat them. He leaves a mark. Proclamation, notice, decrees. This ominous token announces the law's reach. At the start of his turn, the sheriff performs a patrol action. This allows him to deploy 1 guard meeple from his player board into Nottingham. Each guard has strength 2. During the rest of his actions, the sheriff may move his guards, trade, collect gold, or perform service actions. Movement allows the sheriff to move up to 3 guards to adjacent areas connected by roads. If any guard meeples a unit from another faction, battle begins immediately. The trade action. If a guard shares a space with a merchant token, move that token 1 step forward along its road and collect 2 gold coins. The collect action allows the sheriff to take all gold coins from any region containing at least 1 of his guards. Finally, the service action lets the sheriff place up to 2 guards from his barracks on his player board into Nottingham. If he spends additional gold, he can deploy even more guards, 1 extra guard per 1 gold coin spent. In the decrease phase, the sheriff may issue decrees. He has 6 double-sided decrease tails. When taking this action, the sheriff can either choose a decrease tale and activate its effect by paying its cost, or skip issuing a decrease and instead gains victory points for his notice tokens placed on the map. To activate a decrease, the sheriff must pay the cost shown on the red background by flipping specific notice tokens on the map to their inactive sites. For example, to declare a merchant's decrease, the sheriff must flip notice tokens in both of port and village areas. If he doesn't have those tokens, he can instead remove 3 of his guards from the map to pay the cost. Alternatively, instead of issuing a decrease, the sheriff may gain victory points, 1 point for every 2 inactive notice tokens, 3 points for 4 tokens, 6 points for 7 tokens. In the ransom phase, the sheriff may spend 5 gold coins from his treasury to place them on the king's ransom bag at the bottom of the main board. He may also spend additional gold to recruit guards from his recruitment office in his player board. The recruitment cost is shown below each guard spot. Recruited guards are placed into the sheriff reserve. During the income phase, the sheriff draws 1 fate card. Then he checks his hand and discards down to 5 cards. If the sheriff has guards deployed on the map, he can also gain extra victory points. 1 victory point from having guards in 3 different regions. 2 victory points for having guards in 5 different regions. And 4 victory points to having guards in 7 different regions. The sheriff's special ability allows him, after winning a battle as the attacker, to gain 1 victory point and place a notice token, if not already placed, in a battle's location, active side up, so red side up. If a token is already there, flip it to its inactive side. Note that battles can't happen in Nottingham, so you cannot place tokens there. Also, only 1 notice token can exist in a single location. During the King Richard phase, the sheriff may flip inactive notice tokens back to the active, red side. For each refresh symbol unlocked in his recruitment office, he may refresh 1 token. Additionally, if he has at least 7 gold coins in his king's ransom bag, he can place 1 active notice token in any area that doesn't already contain one. While others fight in forests or rule with iron fists, the bishop builds, markets, chapels, workshops, brick by brick, laying the foundation for something greater. The bishop faction has 2 types of units: pilgrims, strength 1, and inquisitors, strength 2. The bishop's special ability. After winning a battle as the attacker, in addition to gaining 1 victory point, he may move all defeated enemy units to the construction site area below Nottingham, marked by the 3 purple icons. The bishop can later use these captured units as workers to help building his cathedral. He can move his units to adjacent regions. But what interesting, his pilgrims can choose whether or not to initiate battle when entering an occupied region, unlike most factions. However, inquisitors always start a battle when entering an area with enemy units. One of the bishop's actions is pastoral service. It allows him to place up to 2 of his units from his player board into any location with a merchant token or into Nottingham. Another possible action, delivering a sermon. If the bishop has pilgrims in a region containing enemy units, he may move those enemy units to the construction site or to Nottingham, giving their owners fate cards as consolation. For each pilgrim in that region, he may move 1 enemy unit and must give that player 1 fate card. The third phase in a bishop's turn is building. Building tiles are double-sided. When you place a building on a map, it must be placed with its beige side face up. Other players, not the bishop, may flip a building to its purple side during their turns to activate its effect. And this doesn't count as an action. When they do, the bishop gains 1 victory point. If a building already shows its purple side, the bishop may flip it back to beige and immediately resolve its effects, and that also not counting as an action. He doesn't need to have any units present in that area to do so. To construct a building, the bishop must hire a certain number of workers currently located in Nottingham or on a construction site. On the left side of his player board, there are 7 construction spaces. Each space shows how many workers are needed for that particular building. The bishop may choose any empty space and pay 1 gold for each worker's owner. Once he's hired enough workers, he selects a building tile and places it back side up on any empty region of the main board. Of course, except Nottingham. The 7th construction space, the purple one, allows him to build a section of the cathedral instead of a regular building by hiring 5 workers, which grants 5 victory points instantly. After completing a building or cathedral section, the bishop takes 1 building tile from his supply and places it on his board. If the tile includes an inquisitor icons, move 1 inquisitor meeple to the pilgrim's house. The effects of each newly placed building tile takes effect immediately. During the ransom phase, the bishop, like other factions, places 5 gold coins into his ransom bag. In the income phase, he draws 1 fate card. During the King Richard phase, the bishop may flip any number of building tiles on the map to the either side without gaining points. And if he has at least 7 gold coins in his ransom bag, he may choose any building on the map and activate its purple side effect without flipping it. The French Nobility faction has 2 types of units. Spies, with a base strength of 1, but if a spy is a region with a fort, it gains +1 strength. And knights, with a base strength of 3. At the start of their turn, the French nobility may deploy 1 spy from their castle, player board, onto a region marked with a fort icon. Movement action allows the nobility to move units to adjacent regions, but importantly, neither spies nor knights ever initiated battles as a result of movement. Aside from movement, trade, and collecting gold, the nobility may also recruit their own units. They spend gold to place any number of units in 1 region contains a fort. 1 gold per spy, 3 gold per knight. Since they have spies, they also have a fitting action espionage. If you have a spy in a region with enemy units, you may remove that spy from the map and draw a number of fate cards equal to the number of enemy units present there. The knights, on the other hand, specialize in duels. If you have a knight in a region with enemy units, select 1 enemy unit and engage it in a 1-on-1 battle. Otherwise, resolve combat as normal. So you can play fate cards and your opponents may do the same. During the development phase, the French nobility may perform the grant a title action. If you decide to grant a title to another player, choose a title tale to give away. Pay the cost shown on the tale by discarding the indicate type of number of fate cards and then gain a number of victory points listed on the tale. During the ransom phase, the nobility may spend gold to place fort tiles on the main board. The cheapest fort costs 3 gold. Pay the required amount, flip the tile, and place it in any region without an existing fort. Then, on your player board, replace the fort tile you used with any upgrade tile. Its effects can be triggered at the start of your future turns.
Okay guys, it's all for me today about hood troubles in Sherwood. So if you have some questions, maybe some suggestions, the comment section below is for your disposal. Thank you very much for watching and see you in next video. Bye!